Hello, everyone. This is Miss Karen with The Open Book, the place where I get to share all of me with all of you. Today, I'm bringing you a heartbreaking story. It's about a 19-year-old girl from Chicago by the name of Kenneka Jenkins. This is a huge story going on in social media. In fact, the video that I'm about to show you has been viewed more than 15 million times. This is a story about a young girl who goes to a party in a hotel. She's hanging out like a normal teenage girl, celebrating with friends, and at the end of the evening comes up dead. Now, the story is that the young lady that you see here with the red hair, and I'm going to play the video so that you can see it in its entirety, and then I'll be stopping it at points along the way to highlight some of the things that were allegedly uncovered during this video. But the young lady with the red hair here, it's supposedly her birthday, and her name is, I believe, Irene. So she will be seen in the video directing people to the hotel. It has been said that she is actually a employee of the hotel, and the hotel is the Crown Plaza in Rosemont, Illinois, which is just north of the city of Chicago. Now, they are, like I said, having a good time. Allegedly, the girl here with the red hair, Irene, she supposedly is the person responsible for setting the young girl up who got killed, Kenneka. Allegedly, she paid them $200 to kind of lure this girl into a hotel room. They rape her, allegedly, get her out of the room, and some kind of way she ends up in a freezer in the hotel. Now, the interesting thing is that the freezer is only accessible to employees. So the average customer who would be coming to the hotel to stay or whatever wouldn't even know that this particular area exists because the hotel is under construction. So they're attempting to tell the story that Kenneka was intoxicated and some kind of way drifted her way downstairs into the kitchen area, opened the freezer door, put herself in the freezer, the door closes behind her, and she dies because she's frozen to death. However, reports are saying that, well, that can't be possible. One, if she is intoxicated, there's no way that she could pull a freezer door open with that much weight. Two, the freezer was also allegedly found to be set at the lowest temperature. So there would have been no way for her to open the door, turn the freezer down to the lowest setting, walk in it, and then just apparently drop dead. So the story is that this girl, Irene, with the red hair, and some of her friends had something to do with it. So I'm going to play the video, and I am going to be stopping it at certain points to point things out.
You funny as fuck, Ruby. Slow you roll, shorty. It's slow. She playing fucking Rick Ross. Man, the phone's at work with this weak ass connection. Shut up, you steady talking to me. You want to get into it? Yeah. Yo. So not nice. I sure want somebody to come. They got an Android. Yeah. I just got the video. Hello. Parking inside. It's the parking lot. It's a parking lot. We're supposed to use them because a lot of times too. Park at the parking lot. If somebody else parking here, y'all just gotta let you. You look pretty. Happy birthday. Thank you. That is my kid. I told you. What you saying over there, Slick? What you say? What you say, Gail Smart? I really need the weed, bro. Damn, I just got the weed. But you just passed and they just passed it. Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter. Nah, I'm putting my face. Did you put any enforce in it? It's on the weekend's connection. Hello.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. Allegedly, just before that, if you rewind this video just a little, you will see that the girl came over and sat next to her and whispered something in her ear. Allegedly, what the girl said was, "Are they really raping her?" And then she says, "What the fuck?" Okay, so that's the first thing. Also, if you heard closely, there was mention of $200. So allegedly, that's what they were paid to make all of this go down. So I'm going to keep playing it.
9:26. 26.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard that or not, but the guy in the background is saying, "Man, lay down." Don't know if you heard that. So again, you may have to rewind this to hear it again. But he said, "Man, lay down." Okay, don't know if you heard that again. He told her to open her mouth. Again, you may have to rewind it. I had to, rewind this video multiple times, but he said, "Open your mouth."
What y'all gonna do?
Okay, so Irene here in the red says, "What are y'all finna do?" The guy in the back said, "Lay down, shorty." Okay, I don't know again if you heard that, but the girl in the background, Kenneka, who this is all allegedly happening to, says Irene. So she's calling out for Irene's help. It is at this point that it is believed that that Kenneka is in the process of being raped. And allegedly, if you look through her glasses, you can see the reflection of a person in a red jacket lying on top of a girl. So allegedly, he is on top of her. He is in the process of raping her, and now you're going to hear the music being turned up very loud as to drown out her screaming for help. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me see if I can rewind that again. Hold on. Okay, did you hear that faint whimper in the background? That was the girl, Kenneka, calling for Irene's help again. And Irene just turns up the music as to drown out her sounds. Now, as I play this video, there will be points where the music will cut off, and you can kind of listen closely to hear if you hear anything going on in the background.
What the fuck?
Okay, so there's a guy in the background saying, "You tripping." So allegedly, the story is that there were supposed to be two guys to make this all go down, but one of the guys doesn't want to participate and is telling his other friend, his guy friend, "Man, you're tripping." And you can hear him saying it multiple times, allegedly proclaiming that he wants to have nothing to do with the situation.
That's the motherfucker. Check it out. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a girl in the background saying, "You said something like you were supposed to be enjoying yourself," and then someone else is saying, "I am enjoying myself." Okay, so the guy is saying, "So are you gonna ride with me?" And the friend is saying, "Man, you're tripping." So again, saying basically he wants to have nothing to do with this.
What the look I see, counting these ain't no
Okay, so that is the entire video. Now, after Kenneka is allegedly placed in the freezer, which again is in the basement of the Crown Plaza Rosemont Hotel, her friends take the girl's car. The car was actually borrowed from Kenneka's mother. They take the car and drive it around for several hours, attempting to concoct some type of a story as to how they can explain her disappearance. So they finally take the car back to the mother's house. They park the car and they basically go about their merry way. Kenneka's mother makes 3 separate trips to the Crown Plaza Rosemont Hotel, attempting to find out what happened to her daughter. She is given multiple stories all 3 times, And it wasn't until the third and final time when she arrived with authorities did they show her the footage from the hotel. Now, by the time they showed Kenneka's mother the video itself had been altered. Okay? It showed her, I don't remember offhand because I can't, believe it or not, I cannot find my cell phone at this moment because, I'm big on doing my research and making sure, honey, that I have receipts and proof and everything else. But I dropped my cell phone while I was recording this and I don't know where I dropped it. So there is footage either of her coming into some portion of the hotel or going out of some portion of the hotel. However, if the camera was going full time, you would have footage of her coming and going, not just one or the other. So that tells you that the footage had been altered in some kind of way, and the hotel is allegedly trying to cover up something because they know that this is going to be a huge scandal. So my question to you is, what really happened to Kenneka Jenkins? Now, the people in this room know, and God knows what really happened. The rest of us are here to speculate, which is why I am constantly saying allegedly, because of course I was not there. Of course, you can only, ascertain bits and pieces of the information from comments on the video and everything else. But no one really knows what went down except these people and God, of course, and I think that the hotel has some idea of what's going on as well. What I will say is that if the person, first of all, the person did not sound heavily intoxicated in this video. You can clearly hear her asking for help. And I think that was her voice saying that she was having a good time. So she didn't sound intoxicated. So if she was allegedly intoxicated, typically, when you're intoxicated to that degree, you throw up and or pass out. So she would have been, fallen asleep, in the hotel room, and they could have done something to her at that time. However, I think if I'm not mistaken, there's footage of her walking through the hotel toward the kitchen or toward this freezer or something like that. And not to say that an intoxicated person cannot, walk, but why in the hell would somebody walk toward a kitchen in a basement that would not be privy to a traditional guest, then open the freezer door, turn down the temperature, and go in there to die? It just makes no sense at all. So there is definitely more to the story than what's being told, and Kenneka's mother wants answers, and I don't blame her. The girl was 19 years old. She was a young girl, and think back to when you were 19 years old. We all did foolish things. We made tons of mistakes. But if you're watching this video, clearly God bless you and I both long enough to tell the story of what took place during our teenage years and young adulthood. This young lady is now deceased, and there is a cover-up. But I know for a fact that Chicago's Finest is going to get to the bottom of the story, and as soon as they do, I will definitely be coming back to provide an update. But I want to know, what do you guys think? There is, like I said, tons of comments out on social media, and as I said, this video has been drop my camera. This video has been viewed 15,447,960 times. So this is a hot story circulating around social media, and I want to know, what do you guys think happened to Kenneka Jenkins? Definitely comment. I'd love to hear your comment. Share the video. Subscribe to my channel, and let us have an open discussion and dialogue about this young lady, because at the end of the day, she's gone. Her life is gone, and I would love to have answers, but her mother deserves to have answers, and someone out there knows exactly what's going on. This is Miss Karen with the Open Book. Remember to love yourself and each other, give more than you receive, and always do everything you can to be the best possible person. God bless you. God bless Kenneka, and I hope that she absolutely gets justice. Bye bye.